Well, let's go back to one of our top stories about this controversy about a letter from a U.S. government official to Montek, Singh, Ahluwalia. We've got actually Montek, Singh, Ahluwalia joining us now. Thanks very much, Montek. First let me just ask you straight. Did Mr. Froman, the U.S. official, make a link between supporting India at the World Bank and India cooling down its pressure on Dow Chemicals?
No, absolutely not. He was responding to an email that I had sent to him asking for support in the World Bank board meeting on an issue concerning the single borrower limit, which actually limited the ability of India to borrow what it would normally borrow. He responded to that saying that I'm aware of this and I'll look into it. I mean, I had actually told him that during the visit of the British Prime Minister, we had been assured by the British that they would support us, so I felt he should know that we've got UK support. And this is an issue that we have been discussing extensively in the context of G20 discussions on the reform of the World Bank. So it was a continuation of something that we've been talking to him for quite some time.
Right.
He then added, after talking about we'll look into it, he said, he's expressed concern about developments in Dow and made the comments that you're making. He at no stage said that if you soften your stand on Dow, we will do something. And the factual position is that 3 days later or 4 days later, this whole matter did go before the bank's board, and the board, including the United States, supported our case for a relaxation of that single borrower limit. So actually what we were asking for was done and completed within a few days. Action on Dow is going on under the normal process. We have a group of ministers. There's no question of pressure being applied.
Right, but isn't it rather stupid of Mr. Foreman to write both these issues in the same letter? I mean, it's just calling for people to create a link between the two. It's just a stupid thing to do, wouldn't it be?
Well, I think you've got to realize that when extensive discussions between countries take place, officials get to know each other, there's a level of informality, and emails encourage informality. I've had someone point out that his statements are a bit brusque, but actually they're not rude or anything. He's just raising what is an American concern. I think they've done it in other contexts before. I don't see, my own view is that, when I'm interacting with other officials of other countries, I take every opportunity I can to raise issues that are of concern to us, no matter what the specific subject under discussion. That's what one should do in an international discussion. We raise issues that concern us, and I suppose the other side raises issues that concern them. And in this particular case, we achieved our objective. There was no change in our policy on Dow. So, honestly, to treat that as pressure or improper, I think is going a little beyond what is the norm.
So I would like a categorical statement. Did the Americans or the British ever say to you, we will help India with the World Bank and this limit if India helps either on Dow or anything else? Was there any quid pro quo, any pressure of any type?
Absolutely never. Not with the US, not with the UK.
Okay, now that we've got you here, Montek, there's the other major issue that the country is facing now is inflation. Around about 10%. You keep saying it's going to come down. It has come down a little bit, but is it coming down as fast as you thought? And do you still stick to your prediction that it's going to be around 5-6% in 3 months' time?
Well, no. There's a difference between food price inflation and wholesale price inflation.
Right.
I think the food price inflation will soften probably sometime after September.